It has been a week since the worst flooding in decades struck the east coast of Malaysia. Now that the waters are gradually subsiding, Tzu-Chi volunteers continue their disaster relief by holding distributions, free clinics and launching cash for work programs in hard-hit areas. In Kelantan and Pahang, Tzu-Chi initiated cash for work programs to kickstart the cleaning process, while in Kimamin, volunteers visited residents in flood-affected areas, delivering basic necessities to help them through this difficult time. With their raincoats on, Tzu-Chi volunteers from Penang set out in the dark and are headed for Kelantan, a state that has been crippled following the December floods along Malaysia's east coast. Tzu-Chi volunteers readied daily necessities and consolation cash to help the residents with their immediate needs. Tzu-Chi's We Are One Family Sign Language song brought tears to residents' eyes. At the scene of the distribution, volunteers console the rattled hearts of local residents, while team of doctors tend to the residents' well-being. This flood, the most devastating in decades, has left schools ready to start the new school year at a loss what to do. Although the water has subsided at Zhonghua Elementary School in Kota Baru, the school grounds, however, remain covered in mud. Thus, Tzu-Chi volunteers launched the Catch for Work program.
I enjoy helping others. The flooding was really serious this time around. So, as soon as I was done cleaning up my own home, I called on my family members and neighbors to come help at the school.
The cleaners couldn't come because their homes were flooded, so they're busy with the cleaning as well. Some teachers came to help out. Those who could come, came.
Meanwhile, at Zhongzhen Elementary School, students and teachers came together to clean their school grounds ahead of the start of the new school year.
Thankfully, Tzu-Chi volunteers sent over a group to help. There will be more joining us later on. I'm really grateful because without Tzu-Chi's assistance, we would never be able to do this on our own.
With one heart, flood survivors and Tzu-Chi volunteers all hope to combine their strengths so that Kelantan may once again return to its former glory. The water has also subsided here in Kampung Tanjung Chat, and residents are busy throwing out their waterlogged furniture and other belongings. To help speed up the town's recovery, Tzu-Chi initiated a 5-day cash for work program.
This area is a dengue hotspot, so we don't help them clean up as much as we can now. Once the situation worsens, it may very well lead to a dengue fever outbreak.
Hoping to prevent an outbreak of dengue fever, 17-year-old Su Kang-yong is determined to help his community in spite of his leg injury.
We were left helpless after the floods. Youth Tzu-Chi volunteers came and encouraged us to clean up our community and gave us a wage for it. We no longer had to wait for help to come to us. We had something to do and it lifted us out of despair.
Meanwhile, in Pahang, another area devastated by the flood, Tzu-Chi volunteers are conducting disaster assessments in Kuala Lumpur.
The water level is now here, but 3 days ago, my home was completely engulfed. It happens every year.
Kamarisha's pain and despair is written all over her face. Together with her husband and Tzu-Chi volunteers, they board a raft to Kamarisha's home.
We've been staying at a temporary shelter for a week now. Some people returned home after a few days because the water had already subsided in their homes. At the time, water gushed into our home and we didn't even have time to take any of our belongings.
The ruthless natural disaster has left emotional scars in the hearts of residents. Yet, Tzu-Chi volunteers hope to use their love to soothe their pain and suffering so that they may soon walk out from under the clouds of despair. Here in Terengganu, one can still see the watermark left by the flood. Tzu-Chi volunteers visit residents door to door to distribute aid and a letter from Master Zheng Yan. Knowing that the aid came from the collective efforts of members of society, residents also wanted to pay this love forward. To ease the hearts of those affected by the flood, volunteers carried out a distribution at this local school. Aid supplies include toothbrushes, toothpaste, and food, among other things.
I feel great. Even though I am a victim of the flood myself, I can still give my time and energy to help others in need.
We should continue this cycle of love. I'm so impressed with the volunteers who are here to lend a hand. Most of them are not even from here.
I am really glad since this is the first bit of aid we have received following the flood. This will lessen the burden on our shoulders.
With humility and respect, volunteers deliver the aid into the hands of disaster survivors. Residents leave with joy and gratitude in their hearts, as well as courage to face the days ahead.